Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Dias Cast. This week you have Justin with
Alex.
We're really smooth at these intros. We're coming at you with some new books.
Yeah, finally new Gargants, new Lumineth.
Yeah, we do it for the clicks, guys.
Yeah.
So when new stuff comes, we're hoping for some subscribers and some. No, you've played Lumineth for a long time.
I've played Lumineth for a while. I'm super excited about the new book.
Because some of the stuff got strong that previously was considered kind of weaker.
Yeah, right? Some stuff got stronger. Some feel bads got taken out. So
yeah,
hopefully everybody has a better time.
I think it's going to be a lot better time to play against. The Cathlar's not going to battle shock off all my Iron Jaws. I might actually get to move around the table again. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, that part sucks. But other than that.
And I'm bringing Giants, but I'm going to go a little bit different than four big guys that we've been seeing lately. I feel like there's some new opportunities, and even if there aren't, it will be fun to try something new.
Yeah, I was surprised to see your list when you submitted it.
Yeah, so why don't we talk about what are you playing today?
So I am bringing a Ymetrica army. I have the Stone Mage as my general. He is going to have Unyielding Toughness and the Molten Talisman. The Molten Talisman is the one that gives a bubble of +1 to wound for Alorith units, so that's going to come really in handy. And Unyielding Toughness gives an additional wound to Stoneguard in my hero phase. So I'm hoping that helps me out here. And then he's going to know Crippling Vertigo and Unbreakable Stoicism. So that's a 5-up mortal wound for the Stoneguard, which there wasn't enough 5-up mortal wounds in this army before. So then I'm bringing the Cathalar. He's going to know Protection of Hysh and Total Eclipse. I'm also trying out the Cenari Enlightener, who's going to know Speed of Hysh, so hopefully I can cast that and kind of fork it off into 2 units, and then also Total Eclipse. I wanted to get Total Eclipse on everything that can Deep Thinkers on a 9, so that I can reliably cast that. And then I'm bringing Avelinor, the big old battle cattle. So he got kind of a glow up in this book, along with most of the Ymetrica stuff, so hopefully he does some work for me. Then I'm bringing 2 units of 10 Stoneguard. The leaders will have Stratum Hammers, and they have Standard Bearers, and then a unit of 5, and a unit of 5 Wind Chargers, and then a unit of 20 Sentinels. So, and I'm also bringing the Rune of Petrification, Endless Spell, and the Chronomantic Cogs.
So today I'm going a little different direction with the Gargants. I am bringing Stomper Tribe. So I'm going to have a War Stomper General. He is going to have the Club of Mighty Oak and the 3d6 charge command trait. The club actually heals a wound every hero phase, and then once I have taken 25 wounds, he'll get a 5-up ward. Then I got a Kraken Eater. He fit the list, so that's why he's coming. And then I have a pack of 3 Mancrushers, and then 4 individuals, and that's all wrapped up in a battle regiment, so I'm 2 drops. I think that Stomper Tribe is better now. I like the way that command abilities are passed around smoother, and kind of benefits the whole army rather than, I think the bubbles before is a lot more difficult. So I think that we're going to have a fun time. I don't know that this is a great list, but you don't know until you try it, right? So let's have some fun here, Alex, right?
Yep.
So today we're playing Realmstone Cache. It's 1 objective in the middle of the table until round 3, or the beginning of round 3, in which it explodes, and then we'll roll a dice to see where 2 more come down. It's the classic scoring of hold 1, hold 2, hold more. 1 point for a battle tactic, or 2 points for a battle tactic, and then obviously 3 for your grand strategy. And then your deployments are in a small, 2 small rectangles in the center of the table, which are about 22 inches apart. So I am deployed semi-aggressively with the plan of potentially alphaing. I wanted the option to do that. But with the Giants, there's not a lot of thinking. There's one objective on the table, and I got enough guys to spread out when turn 3 comes. So I'm centrally located and in an aggressive posture. What about you?
So I put, because I brought Expert Conquerors, so I put all my Expert Conquerors up front, especially because I think they'll tank the most out of this army, because otherwise it's just Sentinels and Wind Chargers. But yeah, I brought all my Stone Guard up front with a Valinor behind to kind of help support them, because anything you get in, it'll be a -1 to hit with his Guardian of Hysh aura. And then just try to keep everybody in range of a protection of Hysh if I'm able to get that, if I take first, or if you give me first turn. And if not, just hoping to weather some storms.
Yeah, so I never play like this. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to take first turn here.
Sounds good. So I'm going to declare the center objective as a proving ground, just to keep you from getting those points early.
Okay, I'm going to do Splat this first round. This is a book battle tactic. This battle tactic says pick one enemy hero. I'm going to pick my least favorite hero of all time, the Cathlar. I complete this tactic if the hero is slain by wounds caused by an attack made with throwing rocks, hurled debris, or hurled boulder during this turn. So I'll have some shots to do this. So this is an intense hero phase.
It's going to be a big one.
Yeah. I'm going to roll for a 4-up from my general. I'm not going to get it.
I am going to find a star with the Cathlar.
Makes sense. And then that will complete my hero phase. So we'll go right into movement.
That was a big one.
I did this thing where I moved forward. And I'm going to throw some rocks, and that will end my turn. I don't think I should have taken first turn. I didn't think about Proving Ground when I did that. That was a bad idea.
Neither did I, but you reminded me of it.
I thought of it after the fact. I'm going to go into my shooting phase. I am going to issue the command ability, grab those rocks and chuck them. And because of big shouts, if I issue it once, I can issue it to each of my shooting units. So I'm going to go with my 3 first, my 3-man block. This will be 6 shots in the Cathlar. They're going to be -1 to hit, so these are actually going to hit on 5 and wound on 3s.
When you target them, I'm going to eat the Cathlar's Aether Quartz and give it back to that unit of 3 for the -1 bravery. So the Cathlar will be at +2 to save with Finest Hour, and then you have the -1 bravery.
Sounds good. These will be 5s. Hit on 2, and these will be 3s. No wounds. That's not a good start. I'm going to shoot with my other guy in range. This will be 2 5s. 1 hits and a 3. 1 and -1.
So this is going to be a 4-up. Goes through.
D3 for 3. So you're saying there's a chance.
That's most of the wounds, yeah.
And then my last Mancrusher in range. 1 hit. 1 wound.
4-ups. No.
D3 for 1.
Clinging to life here.
My far right Mancrusher is going to do his attacks into the unit of 10 stone guard. Yep. Neither will hit, and then my other unit will do. My other Mancrusher on the far left hand side will do it into unit of stone guard on your far right hand side.
The 10? Okay.
1 hit. 1 wound. -1.
This will be a 4-up. Save that one.
I get 1 shooting opportunity from my Kraken Eater. I am going to all-out attack her. I need to get this through. So this will be force to hit. And a 3 to wound. -1.
Alright, Cathalar needs a 4 up here to live. And it was not meant to be. Doesn't matter.
2. Like a boss. No,
So 1,990 points, kill the 115 point model.
I'm gonna take it. I'm happy. I should have taken the first turn, but you know, hindsight's 20/20. But I did get my 2 points for the battle tactic, so I'm happy with that. That will end my turn with 2.
Okay, so for my battle tactic, I'm going to pick against the odds. I feel like I'm going to take that objective. And I am going to give this unit a 10 stone guard over here, an additional wound until my next hero phase. Heroic action, I'm going to try to get a command point from the Stone Mage. Which I do.
And I have 1 command point right now, correct? I'm going to try for 1 for my general. Too far of a shot. And I won't get 1. That's huge. I'm very happy to have 2.
Okay, to some casting.
I'm not even going to try to stop you.
Okay, I appreciate that. So
I want you to have fun with your new book.
I appreciate it. The Stone Mage is going to cast Unbreakable Stoicism. Goes off on a 7. Does not go off. Yeah, I'm going to use my Aether Quartz to give myself a +1 to that. And give the Stone Mage...
So that's your only Aether Quartz you can use the rest of
this phase.
Yeah.
Unbreakable Stoicism, I pick a Stone Guard unit, and their hammers do mortal wounds on 5s and 6s instead of just 5s. We are going to cast Protection of Hish with the Sentinels. Cast on an 8. So this is a big one. And it's both dice out. And I get that on a 9. Okay, so we are going to... we're not going to use Deep Thinkers. We are going to cast Speed of Hish with the Enlightener. Cast on a 5. And get it on a 6. I'm going to see if I can fork that spell on a 3-up. So I do. So I get to pick 2 units to be affected by it. I'm going to have both units of 10 Stone Guard get Speed of Hish. So it'll double their move characteristic from 4 to 8. And for my last spell with the Enlightener, I'm going to cast Total Eclipse. This goes off on a 9. I have a reroll, so that's not a 9. And that is. So you are Eclipsed. And then we will go to movement phase. I moved up in my movement phase. I Speed of Hish both the units of Stone Guard so I could get them up and onto the objectives. I ran the center one, and then the Stone Mage behind it. Eleanor just moved up a little bit. The Sentinels just moved up a little bit to kind of Speed of Hish bubble as much as they could. The Wind Chargers move around to the back, and we'll try to do some shoot 'em ups and then some charges. Hopefully. Okay, so we're going to go into shooting. Valinor is going to shoot his Geomantic Blast at your unit of 3 Mancrushers.
Okay.
This is 3s and 2s. 3s and 2s and no. And then we will shoot with some Sentinels. So we're going to shoot with the Sentinels into that same unit of Mancrushers. I am going to use the free command point from the shrine to do all-out attack. So it's going to be hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. 6s do mortal wounds. I didn't do Power Fish because I wanted to get that protection off. So hitting on 3s. There's 3 mortal wounds. And wounding on 4s.
Might be time to take Inspired.
You have 4 saves to make.
At -1.
At -1, and then 3 mortal wounds.
Alright, so we have 4 6-ups, and then I have my 3-up ward. No, I'm just kidding. We have 4 6-ups to make.
Wait, did I say -1?
Yeah.
No, they're not at -1.
Oh, doesn't matter. Made 2, missed 2, so I will take 5 wounds to Mancrusher.
Awesome. The Wind Chargers can only shoot into that Mancrusher on the outside.
Okay.
2 shots each and an additional from the leader. These are going to be 3s and 3s. And 3s. It's going to be 2, 4, 6 at -1. And if you have a ward, nope.
These are going to be 6 6-ups. I made 0. We'll have 1 damage each.
Yes.
They all have taken 6.
Okay, we'll go to some charges. So we'll start with the Stone Guard right in front of Eleanor. Looking for an 8-inch charge from them. And I get a 12.
Seems good.
Okay, and then we will charge with the other unit of Stone Guard. That's a 5. I'm going to use the command point from the Stone Mage from the heroic action to reroll that charge, and I got an 8.
I'm going to try to roar the unit to the on Alex's left. This will go off on a 3-up. They are not roared, and then I'm going to try to stomp the unit in the middle. That will go off for D3. I have to look at how many more. 2 plus. So one of the additional rules is you used to be able to do separate monstrous actions for each one in the unit of the Mancrusher mob. Now instead, if you stomp, you get to do D3 plus 1 additional mortal wound for each model in the unit, resulting in Alex taking 4 mortal wounds on his Stone Guard.
So here, because I don't gain control of that center objective until the end of the turn, I currently do not get my 4-up ward. I won't get that until the start of next turn, assuming I can hold on to it. So yeah, I'm just going to lose 2 guys.
Are those guys 3?
Oh yeah, I'm going to lose 1 and a 1 wound on another guy. Okay, so they are stomped. They are not roared. I am going to use a command point at the start of the combat phase for Eleanor's Unshakable Faith of the Mountains. Unshakable Faith of the Mountains will only be able to go off on the center unit. I did charge them just out of Eleanor's range, which is not my favorite thing in the world to do, but whoops. And then we will activate with that unit of Stone Guard in the center. I am going to use my Aether Quartz here to give me +1 to hit. They are not going to pile in. The Stone Mage is going to call his Stone Mage stance to give friendly Stone Guard units wholly within 12 an additional Ren, but they can't pile in.
Gotcha.
So they are going to be 3 attacks each, 2s and 2s because of the Molten Talisman, doing mortal wounds on 5s and 6s, and then -2 Ren.
Sounds good.
So we have one model with Stratum Hammers. He has 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. 6s do a mortal wound. In addition, and that is going to be 3 saves to make at -1.
Alright, this will be 3 6-ups. Make 1 damage.
It's 1 each.
So I have a total of 3 taken so far.
Yes. And then we are going to attack with the other 8. 24 attacks. 2s and 2s, 5s and 6s do mortals. 7 mortals currently. And 2s. That's 15 saves at -2.
I have 1 Mancrusher from the 3-man unit with 6 wounds left.
Okay. And then we will activate the other unit of Stone Guard. Because of my lightning fast reactions, I get to activate 2 units at the same time. So, I piled in with my second unit of Stone Guard. They are going to, these 4 are going to attack that last Mancrusher, and then the other 6 are going to attack the one on the end that I did 6 wounds to already. I have 1 guy with Stratum Hammers. This is going to be 3s and 3s. 6s do immortal. That is 1 at no Ren.
This will be a 5-up.
Just 1 wound. And then the other 5. Be 3s and 3s as well. And that's 1, 2, 3 mortals. And 2, 4, 6, 7 saves to make at -1.
This will be 7, 5, or 6 up, sorry. Nope, he's dead.
Does he
I get timber.
Yeah.
Sorry. I've actually gotten timber on both of those other guys too. Each Mancrusher that dies, we have a timber roll. So the first guy that died, 2.
I'm going to send him back.
And then for the second guy, keep rolling. I will pick. I mean, I don't think these guys would have been in range. So that unit that's got damage will take the 3 for 1.
Okay. So this guy will be dead on my next throw phase.
And then that guy who is not being pulled.
Send him right on him, I guess. And then the other 4 going into the last. 3s and 3s. That's 1 mortal. And 2 saves to make. -1.
These will be 6 ups. Made 1, this one. Oh, so it's only 2.
Yeah.
Sorry. So he'll be at
8.
8. Alright, so I get to do some attacking?
You can if you want to.
Right.
You don't have to.
I'm going to pile in with this guy that's outside first.
Yep.
When a Mancrusher piles in, they get to stuff him in a bag. It's going to be a little bit tougher here because I need to roll 1 dice and roll a 6 to stuff one in the bag because Alex has promoted his guys to 3 wounds. And that will not happen. So going into the attack phase, you have nothing left. I'm going to spend my 2 command points here to give all-out attack. So I'm doing this now on 1, but at the point where I attack with each, I can then declare all-out attack on each of those guys. The timing's a little weird, but it's the right way to do it. Alright, so he has an Edbutt, so this is going to be 1 attack. It's going to be 3s and 3s. And then he'll have his massive club, which is going to be 4 attacks. These are going to be 2s and 3s. So 2 at -1.
So because I'm Alarith, I ignore rend of 1 and 2, so these are just going to be 4 ups. Save 1, fail 1.
That's 2 damage.
2 damage?
Mighty Kick is going to be 2. Then I'm going to pile with this gentleman. He has no wounds on him, so the Edbutt's going to be a 3. Nope. And then he's going to have 4 club attacks. He's got all attack as well here. This is going to be 2s and 3s. 2 at -1.
So this is going to be 4 ups? Save neither.
This is 6 damage.
6 damage?
Yeah, I'm going to get an extra point of damage here because I'm attacking a unit that has 10 models.
Okay. So
10 to 19, but now when I attack with my next guy, I will not get that privilege. And then a Mighty Kick, this is going to be a 2. And a 3. Oh, and also when he piled in on a 6 up, I will eliminate one of those guys.
4 up.
4. And then my wounded guy, he will also have all attack. Alright, so first I'm going to try to stuff him in the bag. I'm going to need a 4 up. Nope. Then I'm going to give him the old Edbutt. This is going to be a 3. And a 3. Nope. And then his massive club will only have 2 attacks. These are going to be 2s. And 3s. Neither. And then his Mighty Kick, this is going to be a 2. And a 3. And this will be -2, but you're going to ignore that.
So I ignore the -2. And I save it.
That didn't really do what I was hoping, but giants have been known to fluff. Alex did pile within 3 of my
2
Kraken Eater.
So I'm going to spend a command point to all-out defense with the unit of Stone Guard that have not received of Eleanor's command ability, obviously.
So he will have 4 attacks on his top profile. This will be 3s and 3s. 3 at -2, which you don't care about.
Okay, so these are going to be on 3 ups. Save, fail.
4 damage.
These 2 guys?
So then this Almighty Stop will be +1 to hit because this unit has a wound profile of 3 or less. So these will be 2s and 3s. 2.
So these are going to be on 3 ups as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, 3 ups for these. Make 1, fail 1.
D3 damage. For 3.
Okay, so that's 3.5 guys.
And then my Death Grip will just be 1 attack. It's 3 and 2s. I roll a 6, and my last Mancrusher in the Mancrusher mob battle shocked off. Okay.
I'm going to use my Triumph to save my unit of 4 remaining Stone Guard. And then I will use a command point to, my last command point, to save the unit of 8 that stayed outside of the Mega Gargant's range.
Sounds good. So you're going to have 1 more and your battle tactic for a total of 4?
Yes.
Alright. And then we got roll off for priority. Seems like a big priority already.
They're all big. They're always all big.
I will
Doesn't matter
take
what I get.
the priority. I feel like that would be harsh if I didn't. And I will go into my turn. You can no longer Proving Grounds this. Yeah, I'm going to gain momentum here.
Kill a unit, hold more objectives.
I'm going to take this unit with 4 guys left.
Yep.
And then for my heroic action, I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to try for another command point from my general. I'll get one.
I'm going to... I'm going to do the same thing from the Stone Mage. Give me my command point.
And then I am going to go into movement. That's the end of my hero phase. Yeah, so I'm going to try to get rid of these Stone Guard. They did a lot of work. Avalonor seems like your last super big hammer. So I'd like to get these guys off and then see what I can do. Also, they're on the objective. So it feels like they need to come off. So that's what I'm doing. Into shooting.
So I'm going to use my free command point from the Stone Mage to redeploy Avalonor to try to get that Guardian of Hish ability to cover more ground. He's moving 3.
Alright, so I'm going to hurl my boulder. I'm not going to spend the command point to double these. My first is going to go from the guy that's locked in combat with the 4. He is going to hit on a 4 and wound on a 3. And then I'm going to go with my guy that has the option. He's also going to go into those 4. He'll have 1 shot. It's going to be a 4. And then my other guy that's locked in combat, he's going to go into the unit of 8. This will be a 5. And then my gentleman, my Kraken Eater, this is going to be on 4s. That's not great. And then we're going to get into some charges here. First I'm going to charge with my my War Stomper, my general. 3 dice. Can't fail.
Yeah. It's the closest charge ever made with 3 dice.
He'll have Crushing Charge on a 2-up. I will do D3. No. And then I got 1 last charge from my other guy. I just can't get double 1s here. He'll be in on an 8. So I need a 2-up. And then I will do D3.
Here I'll get my 4-up Mortal Wound Shrug. Ignore 1. Take 1.
Monstrous Rampage. We'll do Frighten from my general. So I'm going to roll 2d6. What's your bravery?
The big unit?
Yeah.
6 right now.
6. Alright. So I'm going to do Earth-Shaking Roar. I'm going to roll 2 dice for each dice, or each value above 6. So if I get 12, 6 will run. If I get 7, 1 will run. I get 9, so 3 will run.
Okay.
My Mancrusher on the right is going to attempt to stomp the unit of 4. And they'll take D3 for 2.
4-up ward. I make that work.
And then my Kraken Eater is going to attempt to roar the unit of 4. And they'll have roared. I am going to spend 2 command points here, my free one, and then the one of them I got for the turn to give all-out attack to one of my Mancrushers. I'm going to first attack with my gentleman that's in back right now. I'll try stuffing him in the bag on the unit that has 3 wounds apiece. Nope. So have the headbutt.
So I'm going to spend a command point here for all-out defense.
So this is going to be a 4 and a 3. That's going to be -3.
-3, so this is going to be a 6-up save. And I make it.
Massive clubs are going to be 3s and 3s.
4s and 3s or 3s and 3s?
3s and 3s.
Okay.
So just 1, it doesn't matter.
Okay, this is going to be 3 up. Do not save.
2 damage.
2 takes the guy down to 1 wound left.
And then my mighty kick is going to be a 3 and a 3. Here we go.
So we are going to make this hard for you. We are going to attack with the unit of 3 first. The 2 will go into the Mancrusher. They're 2-inch range now. 3s and 3s. 6s do a mortal. 1 mortal and 1 save at -1.
Oh, this will be a 6 up. So I'll take 1.
Just 1 more. Yeah. Okay, so I will get to +1 to wound here from the Molten Talisman from the Stone Guard, but I did pile in, so I won't get an additional rend. So we will go with the Stratum Hammers first, and these are doing mortals on 5s and 6s from the spell until my next hero phase. So, 3s, 1 mortal, and 2s. That's 2 saves to make, no rend.
And that's all going into the wing guy.
Yeah, I just want to know that.
No rend?
Yes.
2 5-ups. Nope. So a total of 3.
3 totals so far. And then I have 3s and 2s, mortals on 5s and 6s. So that's 3 mortals. And 2s. And that's 2, 4, 6 at -1.
This will be 6 6-ups. I made 2. I'll take 4 more. I'm going to attack with my 1 Mancrusher. He's also going to get all out attack here because of the ability.
I love it. I love the ability.
So his headbutt is going to be on a 3. No. And then he'll have 4. Oh. This will be 3 and then 3s. 2.
2. These are going to be 4-ups. Okay, so made both of those saves.
And then the mighty kick will be 2 and a 3. Nope. And he'll stuff him in a bag on a 4-up. No. So I'm gonna pile in with my Mega Stomper or my War Stomper next. He's just gonna slide as far as he can over. I will bring him within 3 of the unit of 3 that I have to kill. And then I count models within 3 for his attack. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he'll be maxed out at 10 attacks. He's going to put all his Titanic Boulder Clubs into the unit of 3. And then he is going to put everything else into the unit of, what is it, 5?
5. Okay, so he is within 12, so he'll be at -1. Great.
I do have Hurled Body here. So once per combat, you can pick 1 enemy unit within 3 of this model, roll a dice. The roll is at least double. Those guys are 6. My Hurled Body modifier right now is a +2. So I need a 4 here to get a Hurled Body. Yes, that will slay 1. I will pick the guy, the banner in the middle. And then on a 4-up, I'm going to throw him.
The guy in the middle, just so you know, isn't a banner. Does that matter to you?
Not really. So I'm going to put all 10 of my attacks into the 3-man unit and the rest in there. So I start at the top. Death Grip. This is going to be a 4 and a 2.
I'm going to use my Aether Quartz with this unit just to give him +1 to save.
Sure. 4 and a 2. This is going to be -2.
This is on to
the unit of now 4.
Now 4. Okay, so this is going to be 3s. Save.
And then jump up and down. This is going to be 4 attacks. So this is going to cancel out the -1. So this is going to be 3s and 3s. Just one.
-2?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 ups.
And then he is going to get 10 attacks. These are going to be 2s. I'm sorry, these are going to be 4s and 3s. 2.
3. Save 1, fail 1.
2 damage.
2 damage. So I kill this guy, move a wound over there.
And then I get to go with this gentleman. He's going to be -1 hit, right?
Yes.
So this is going to be, because of the commit, all-out attack, this will be 4s and 3s. Nope. 4 attacks. This is going to be 3s and 3s. Two.
Fail both?
It's a total of 4 damage.
Total of 4? Okay, so you kill the guy with a wound on him and then kill another guy.
We'll have the Almighty Kick. This 3 and a 3. And a hurled body I need a 6. Or, I'm sorry, supplement bag. Nope. So, let's see if you battle shock.
You killed 6 of these guys and they're bravery 6, so I'm losing d6.
Sure. How many did I lose, or did I kill here?
2. But they're also bravery 6. Okay, so the unit of 2, if I roll a 1, I still got 1. The unit of 2 that was a unit of 8, with the 3 ones. Nope, they're gone. And then the other unit, I lost 2. I'm bravery 6, so I need a 4 or less. And they're both leaving. So,
keeps me alive.
Yep, killed both units of Stone Guard in the battle shop. But it took your entire army, so I'm okay with it.
That turn I would have appreciated a little bit more damage, but I made a mistake with the Kraken Eater. I should have piled him in first. My thinking was that I was a little bit worried about losing my one Mancrusher in the back, but then it ended up costing me not getting any attacks from the Kraken Eater.
But it all worked out anyway.
Luckily enough.
You wiped them out exactly, so...
Yeah. So I do have 1 command point left. I'm going to score the objective because I now have 50 models on it, and I completed my battle tactics, so I will take 4 points here.
Okay. I'm not going to get that objective back from you, am I?
Well, you might. I mean, you might really.
Okay, so for this turn, I am going to choose Eye for an Eye as my battle tactic. I think I can take out that one Mancrusher with 7 wounds on him, hopefully. And then I will do... I'll get a command point from the Stone Mage. And I do.
I am going to try for another command point from the General. I'm not going to get it.
Okay, I am going to do Deep Thinkers with my Sinari hero, my Enlightener, and we're going to cast Total Eclipse on a 9. Make you spend 2 command points.
Sounds good.
And then I am going to attempt to cast the Rune of Petrification, which goes off on an 8. I have a reroll and Aether Quartz to +1 myself. So that's 6, 7. Yeah, I'll use my Aether Quartz here to give myself +1.
Sure.
Now we're going to cast Power Fish with the Sentinels. And I get it on an 8. So they're doing mortals on 5s and 6s. And the Stone Mage is going to cast Unbreakable Stoicism. This goes off on a 7. And I will use the reroll from the Shrine. So it goes off on a 9. We'll give it to the 5 Stone Guard, because that's
Sounds good.
all that I have. And then we will go to movement. Okay, so I am going to roll for the Rune of Petrification. On a 4-up, I roll for each unit. On a 4-up, they take D3 mortal wounds. It happens at the beginning and at the end of the movement phase. Pretty good, 40 points. So we'll pick the Mancrusher with 1 wound on it.
Sure.
D3 for 2.
He's at 3.
We'll pick the one with 7 wounds on him. D3 for 2.
He's at 9.
We will pick the one with no wounds on him. D3 for 1.
He's at 1.
We'll pick your general. Nothing. And we'll pick the Kraken Eater. D3 for 3. So for my movement phase, I just brought the Stone Guard up, so it's a 3-inch charge. Avelinor came up, so he can potentially get in. I don't know how close I can get without drawing your Mega Gargant in, but I'm hoping for at least enough room to be able to charge the one with 1 wound and take him out. If I can't, then I'll just go into the one with 6. Sentinels didn't move, and the Wind Chargers just kind of moved around towards that Mancrusher. And at the end of the movement phase, we will roll for the Rune of Petrification. The one with 3 takes D3 for 3.
He's at 6.
The one with 9, the one with 9, D3 for 3.
Yeah.
Jesus. The one with 1, D3 for 2.
3.
Your general, nothing. Kraken Eater, D3 for 3.
You know, I don't mind him if you do him to the general, but you don't have to do him to everyone else. The general actually heals.
That changed my plan a lot. Okay, so we'll go to shooting phase. Wind Chargers are going to shoot into that Mancrusher right in front of them.
Sure.
11 attacks. These are 3s and 3s. No mortals on these guys. What a shame. And 3s. That is 6 of them at -1.
These will be 6 6-ups. I made 1, leave him on 1 wound.
Okay. I have 19 Sentinels. So we'll send 6 of them into your guy with 1 wound left. And then the other 13 into the guy with 3 wounds allocated. I'm going to use the free command point from the Stone Mage for all-out attack here. So, 6 attacks hitting on 3s. And there's 4 mortals on them.
That's what you're going to do.
Yeah. We should roll a timber for your middle guy.
What do you roll? Oh. So we're rolling here for the timber of my guy that got mortal wound off. He's going to pick a spot into the Stone Mages, or the Stone Guard, right?
Yes.
And they'll take D3.
Okay.
For 3.
Kill the guy. And these are the other 13 Sentinels into that Mancrusher with 3 wounds. Hitting on 3s. And then it's going to be 5 mortals, sorry. And 3 saves to make at no round.
You said 5 mortals, right?
5 mortals, 3 saves. No round on the saves.
3 5-ups. Made 2. He'll be at a total of 9.
9 taken. Velinor's going to go into your Kraken Eater. And mainly there, I just want to avoid getting suplexed and then having another monstrous action done to me. So, this is going to be 3s. And 2s.
Run.
-2.
This will be a 6-up.
D6 for 2. And we will go to charges. Avelinor is going to charge. Got an 8. Stone Guard are going to charge as well. Just see what I can roll.
Sure.
Maybe I get something crazy high. 9. I'm just gonna roar your Mancrusher.
Sure.
3 up. No.
I'm going to Earth Shaking Roar your 4-man. They have 6 bravery.
5 or 7.
7. One will die.
Goodbye.
And then I'm gonna roar at him with my
It'll be 3s and 2s.
my Mancrusher. And that one out.
Okay. Alright, we will go to combat then. I'm going to start with the 3 Stone Guard, and they're not going to move. At the beginning of combat, I am going to use a command point with Venor. How do you pronounce his name? I'm going to give those Stone Guard an additional attack.
Sure.
Okay, so these are going to be 3s and 2s. Mortals on 5s and 6s. So that's 2 mortals and 4 hits. Here's the 5 misses. And 2s to wound. That's 2 at -2. Timber.
Oh yeah, Timber. Let's roll off.
3 and
3. Keep going.
2 and a 5.
I'll put him into a spot where you get both Avalor and your guys.
Easy to do.
D3 on the Avalor for 3.
If he takes 3, down to 13.
And then onto the other guys for 1.
Okay. And then we'll activate Avalor. I already used the command ability from Avalor, so I'm going to use his Aether Quartz to give me 2s and 2s.
And I'm going to all defense here.
Okay, so we have 6 attacks with Fire Stealer Hammers. These are going to be 2s and 2s. 2s. Ugh. And 2s. That is 4 of them at -2.
This will be 4 or 5 months. I'm going to make 2, miss 2 damage.
That's 10 damage.
Sure.
5 each. And then 2s and 2s from the hooves as well. Both hit. Both wounds -1.
This will be 4s. Made 1, miss 1 damage.
2 damage.
He's at 12 taken. He is going to try when he piles in the hurl body move. So he needs to roll a 4 to be able to throw one. No. I'm going to put all my attacks into Avalor.
Yep.
The Death Grip. Am I -1 to hit?
Yes.
This is going to be 4s and 2s. At
3 up. Saved it.
and then jump up and down. 4 attacks. 4s and 3s.
Just spiking them now.
That'll be 4.
3 ups. 2. Failed 3.
3 for 6. And then the Titanic Boulder Club is going to have 4 plus another 4. So it will be 10 attacks. These will be 4s and 3s. Three.
3.
Just 2 damage.
2. Okay. He has 5 left.
Okay. You owe me a battle shock.
I do. I lost 2, so on a 6th one over. Nope. So I have 14 models on.
Yeah.
So I will not take the objective, but I will get my battle tactic for 2 points.
All right, and then let's roll off to determine where the objective is going to move to.
Okay. What are we?
I'll just roll it. I usually roll 1 dice. So 4 will tell us where it goes. In the beginning of turn 3, before priority is determined, we're going to roll off to see where the objective is going to go. On a 4, it's going to move. 1's going to come here, and 1's going to go there.
Okay.
So we had the Rumstone Cache explode. It moved into the far corners here, and now we're doing priority. Huge roll here, so let's see how it goes.
I don't generally win priority rolls in your house.
Let's keep that going.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to keep the turn. Alright, my heroic action, in my hero phase, I'm going to heal 1 wound allocated because of the club on this guy. And then, for my heroic action, I'm going to Finest Hour my War Stomper.
I'm going to do the same thing with Avalanor. And I'm up to 3 command points. Battle tactic.
My battle tactic here is going to be eye for an eye. That will be a short hero phase. We'll go right into movement.
Beginning of the movement phase, I'm going to roll for the rune. Yep. It ignores Lumineth models. So we'll do your Kraken Eater, nothing, and your General on 3 mortal wounds. Heal 1, I take 3 right back.
Yeah.
So you moved out of range with your Kraken Eater, so it'll just be your General. Taking nothing.
Yeah, so in my movement phase, I just moved my guy onto this objective so I could get it. And now we're going to have some fun. I'm actually not going to charge with my Kraken Eater because I want to do something fun with him. I'm going to shoot at Avalanor. I'm going to get 3 shots. Am I -1 to hit here?
Yes.
So this will be 3 shots, hitting on 5s, wounding on 3s. Just 1. You don't have to worry about that.
2 up. Hey.
Alright, so here's where the fun happens. I gotta get this right.
Colossal
I'm gonna first try to Colossal Slam. I need a 3 up here. Yes! It happens! It's so sweet. This monster suffers D3 mortal wounds. Let's have some fun. D3. For 3, is he dead?
No.
Okay. Alright.
He would have been in the last book.
And then, so I pick him up, and I get to place them within a 1/2 inch. And I don't feel bad doing it because it's my model.
Yeah.
And then, because now that he's within a 1/2 inch of my Kraken Eater,
Within 3 inches of your Kraken Eater.
or 3 inches of my Kraken Eater, I'm now going to try the Beast Grapple. This will also take a 3 up. Fun's being had. Fun's being had right now.
Strike last on both of them.
Strike last applies to, yes, to both of them.
And you are at -1 to hit. My
Oh yeah.
monster's action, I am going to roar your General. Hey. No command points for you.
So the only guy I can go with right now is my War Stomper. He is going to put all his attacks other than the Death Grip into the 3. Yeah. Let's first hurl body here. I need to roll a. He's still not tabled. He needs 15 wounds to be tabled. I need to roll 4 up to hurl a body. Yes. And then on another 4, so I will pick that guy in the middle. And then on another 4 up, I'm going to throw him at Avalanor. No. Like I said, I am going to put just the one where I get to roll for the damage into the grip, the Death Grip, and then I'm going to put everything else into the 2.
Okay. So I am going to use my Aether Cords with these guys. I don't need all out defense here because I did Finest Hour, which I remember every time.
Death Grip, this is, because I'm -1 to hit, this is going to be a 4. And a 2. Nope. And then jump up and down, this is going to be 4 attacks. These are going to be 4s and 3s, or 4s and 2s, sorry. That will be 2. This will be 2d3 for 4. The Titanic Boulder Club is going to be max of 10 attacks. This is going to be 4s and 3s. 4s and 2s, I apologize. 2.
Say 1, fail 1. That kills the guy.
And then Now both strike last apply here, and I'm going to be -1 to hit, but I get to strike last before.
I get to strike last first.
I get to strike last first. I need to do 2 wounds. I'm a little concerned. I'm slightly concerned here. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. He does like almost nothing in damage right now because the Stone Guard is a little too far away.
I would still really like to kill him. But,
I don't blame you.
The Shipwreck Club is going to have 4 attacks. I'm going to all-out attack with him. So these are going to be 3s and 3s.
No, he's yep, you're right.
It's going to be 2.
2.
You just need to make 2 ups here, right?
Yes. And I did.
And then the Almighty Stomp. These are going to be 3s and 3s.
I need to dodge A1, which I won't.
Oh, you're looking pretty good. 3s and 2s.
This is the last attack.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, so Avalanor is alive. Currently. Alright, I'm going to pile my 3 this way.
Yep.
So, I am going to get my top profile. I won't get the +1 wound, but I have it already. And I will spend a command point for all-out attack. So, we have 6 attacks. These are going to be 2s and 2s. That's 3 mortal wounds off the top from the Fire Stealer Hammers. And that is 4 saves to make at -2.
I'm finest hourred, so these 4 saves are going to be 5 ups. And you made 1.
It's 15 damage.
Alright, so we're going to allocate these 1 at a time. So now that I've allocated 25, I have 5 ups that I can make. I'm going to pass 2. So he'll take 5 more. He's got 5 ones left.
Okay. 2 attacks, 2s and 2s. For 1 at -1.
So we get 4.
Cool. Okay. And that was it?
That was it.
So, you hold...
So I'm going to get... I got eye for an eye. I
Yes,
control
you did.
1. I don't control 2, but I do control more. So I'll get 4 points for this round.
So for this turn, I'm going to pick the book battle tactic, Ignore the Odds. It is when you reveal this battle tactic, pick a friendly Lumineth-Realm worth unit and 1 enemy unit that are within an inch of each other. I complete this tactic if the enemy unit is destroyed and my unit is not destroyed. So I'm going to pick your general and obviously Avalanor.
Sure.
Him. So for my heroic action this turn, we'll try to get a command point from Avalanor. And I don't. First time I didn't.
I'm going to try to get another one from my general. Nope.
Okay. I guess we'll start with the Stone Mage. So we're going to cast Crippling Vertigo. That casts on a 6. And I get it. So that means every time you want to make a normal move, run, retreat, charge, or pile in, I roll 2d6. If I beat your bravery, you can't make that move.
Sounds good.
We will cast Speed of Hish with the Cenarian Lightner. Speed is a 5, so we will get it. And I will try to copy the spell on a 3, and I do. I will give it to the Sentinels and to the Stone Mage. The Enlightener will attempt to cast Total Eclipse. This goes off on a 9. I do have a reroll on this if I need it, and I do.
Double ones. Double ones.
And I get an 8. So, not what I need. Would have been good in the last book. So, and Sentinels will cast Protection of Hish. That's an 8. That goes off. That is my hero phase. So we will go to movement phase. Beginning of the movement phase, I'll roll for the for my endless spell. Doesn't do anything. Yeah, so I brought the Stone Mage down to cap this bottom objective, so I'm at least scoring that. I brought my Wind Chargers around. I wanted to get them in range. You have a 5-up ward right now. They go right through that, so I'm hoping to maybe take him off with that, especially because I'm a little bit out of the Kraken Eater to shoot the rest of that into it if this doesn't work. So that'll be where I go first. And then Avalanor, I just wanted to get out a little bit and keep him in a kind of a bubble with the Sentinels to give him the protection of Hish if he were to take a tumble here. So if the timber doesn't go my way, if I'm able to kill your general, I need to have something. Okay, so end of the movement phase. I will try to see if my rune does a mortal wound or mortal wounds to your general, and it does not. So we'll go to shooting. We'll start with the Wind Chargers.
I'm gonna all defense.
Yeah, and I'm gonna all out attack here.
Sure.
So it's gonna be 2s and 3s. Increase wound. That is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8 at -1.
These will be 8 4s. I'm gonna pass. He'll take 3.
Okay, taking 3. Sentinels are going to shoot into the War Stomper, and we're going to use their Aether Quartz to get +1 to hit. So this is going to be 3s and 4s, 6s do mortals. And 4s, that's 4 saves at no rend and 2 mortal wounds.
So the 4 are going to be 3 ups. Pass them all, and then I just got to make one of these. And hold it. No. Let's timber.
Oh my god. That was... I saw my 2 and I was just like, this is just...
Plus my dice, like, what's going in?
I was like, this couldn't have gone worse. Okay. That's all I hoped for out of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the end of my turn. I get my battle tactic, and I get hold 1. I don't hold more, and that's all she wrote there.
Sounds good.
Roll off. Roll off. I got a 6. Hey.
We're gonna call it there. Good game. Yeah, I don't think at this point that based on having one model and having you're able to put the full force of your army into him, that I'm gonna make it. So even if I did this turn, I don't think it's gonna make enough of a difference that I can get back in the next turn.
Yeah, that was a that game felt super close the whole time.
Yeah, I really feel like it comes down to if I can kill Avalanor, then my general's very healthy, and then I have 2 healthy giants to play. Whereas when Avalanor swung back, he beat the pulp out of that giant.
Yeah, I am all the Geometrica stuff. I mean, those 2 units of 10 Stone Guard took a beating before they went down.
Yeah.
And Avalanor took a lot. And He's down to a 2-up, or not unrendable, but ignoring rend -1/-2 is super hard, especially when you brought like most of your attacks are -2, and your headbutts it felt like didn't hit much at all. I think you got like one headbutt through, and I saved it on Stone Guard.
Yeah.
So,
I think it all just swung on not being able to get wound through on Avalonor that turn.
Yeah.
That would have been big. But it was a super fun game.
Yeah, I'm really happy with how the Lumineth stuff did. How did you feel about the Gargants in their new book?
This book, same as the other one. In my experience with Gargants, like I feel like the Mancrushers, especially against an army like this, just aren't gonna like hit very hard.
Yeah.
If in other armies, like they're gonna be pretty potent.
Yeah.
But when you're like, my army is paying for a crap load of rend, and this doesn't do anything, right? Like all my stuff is 2 rend, or I guess there's some 1 rend, but a lot of it's 2 rend, and you just say, well,
yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, like your headbutts and then your mortals. Because I really didn't get many mortal wound wards on the Stone Guard, like to even be able to attempt them, because I didn't take control of that objective that turn. And then even when I did take them, I didn't get enough to feel like the mortals really did much against this. So it's just -1 and -2 rend, and then your headbutts. But the headbutts hitting on, do they naturally hit on 4s or 3?
They naturally hit on 4s.
Yeah, so you're at -1 for most of that when you were attacking it.
Yeah, and like my boulder tosses are usually hitting on 5s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to make any kind of judgment, right? Like this army could be super awesome against a lot of the field. It didn't feel great into this, but it also like was like a couple of dice rolls away from winning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if as much, I think it's good. I mean, Giants are always going to be good, but I thought that this was a particularly tough matchup for it.
Yeah,
The Stone Guard were just absolute blenders too.
Yeah, I mean, if you can buff a Stone Guard unit up, I mean, they're hitting the 3 attacks each, 5 with a dual hammer seneschal, I think it's called. -2 rend, 3 wounds each, mortal wounds on 5s and 6s, 2s to hit, 2s to wound. For 100, I mean, a unit of 10 is 240 points. Plus
so good.
Yeah, plus the, I mean, you do need Avalonor to do his command ability, and the Stone Mage to give them the additional wound and the additional rend, but you're going to bring that in an Alorith army anyway. So
Sentinels are awesome, but if I'm playing an Alorith or a Metrica army, I'm bringing both cows.
yeah,
The cows are just so good.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
They're so hard to take off the table. Yes, mortal wounds can get them off. A lot of people have mortal wounds, but I mean, you still have to attack them. And sure, some stuff has 3 rend, but not a lot. Not a lot of things have 3 rend.
Yeah, and I was, because they're you can't like stack their command abilities, so I didn't want to pay for stuff I couldn't use. If
Sure.
Avalonor's, I need to learn how to say his name. If you know, he's able to do 3 units. I only brought 3 units, so I'm just going to be paying for the command ability I can't use.
Sure.
And then, I mean, I do love the other cow too. So.
And you just don't go anywhere without Sentinels, right? Like.
Yeah, I actually leave those in my car at all times.
Yeah. They're just so good.
Yeah, and I don't feel like they. We were talking before the game. 150 points for a unit of 10 is pretty cheap, and you're incentivized to bring more than the minimum because you get an extra shot, and their power fish works. And it's just 24 inches is still really good. It's
when you move 6, it's good.
Yeah, move 6, 12 with power fish. The Enlightener. I don't know if the 2-cast wizard for 170 is good compared to everything else, but just having another Deep Thinkers that's also a 2-cast wizard seems pretty good. I wish my Cathalar didn't die right away, but you know.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great game.
Yeah. Thanks for watching today, guys. Of course, always like, subscribe. Tell us what we did right. Tell us what we did wrong. Compliment, Nick on his editing skills. We'll be back. I hope next week we might even have like a podcast talking about the awesome Battle Scroll update.
Yeah, and we'll probably talk about these 2 books too. We'll have a little more time under our belts with them, and have an opportunity to really play them. I mean, they're just coming out. They just came out yesterday, so give people a little time to play with them and see how they work out. But
all right, thanks everybody. We'll see you next time.